Hi there and welcome back to Valley por Vida. Now, as promised, we've got some helpful tips for you to keep in mind when it comes to grooming your pet at home. See, with the summer heat still lingering, and especially if you've got long-haired furry friends, then you might find yourself giving them a cut yourself. But if you do, just make sure to do it slowly, safely, and carefully. So let's go ahead and dive in a bit deeper. Now, according to petcare.com.au, it really helps to brush your dog's coat whenever we're trying to prevent matting. And no matter what breed your four-legged friend is, it's important to keep their fur brushed so that their coats can remain healthy. And of course, longer-haired breeds are going to need more frequent brushing, otherwise it can just cause pain or even illness. The site outlines that dogs, greyhounds or labs, for example, might only need brushing maybe once a week, while golden retrievers and collies might need it at least, more than that. And as they say, maybe even every other day. It often says, though, that dogs will lick themselves in pain just to ease any irritations that they may have, and this could actually cause skin infections too. So we've got to just stay on top of any matting. The site also outlines that short-haired dogs can also benefit from brushing, though, so we just can't forget about them. See, brushing can help them also remove any loose hair strands, dirt, dander, or of course any microscopic bugs that you can't really get to or see in between baths. The site also says that we've got to be careful when trimming our pet's hair, because if we trim any overgrown hair, we could hurt our furry family member. And we should always wait until our pet is calm and just be extra cautious when using scissors and when extra close to their skin or their eyes, just to avoid hurting them, especially in case, they suddenly jerk a different way. And when it comes to safely trimming our pup's nails, we've got to keep a watchful eye there as well. See, every time we try to do this portion of their grooming, just make sure that you're watching out for the pinks of their nails and avoid clipping them there, or you could, of course, really hurt them. And there are a lot of online guides available on the internet and on YouTube specifically, so maybe just watch or read up on some of those just for added tips before attempting it on your own, especially for the first time. And of course, when you're grooming, it'll give you a chance just to be up close and personal with your dog, allowing you to really check out their skin. If you do see any areas of common itchiness, scratching, chewing, or licking, though, you might want to ask your vet about, maybe fleas, ticks, lice, or mites that could possibly be there. And if you feel any unusual lumps or bumps as you groom around that area, then again, you might also want to investigate their bodies a little bit further and then just look for any redness, rashes, bald spots. And the site even says to be on the lookout for any parasite infestations. After all, your dog's depending on you to help keep them healthy and clean. And even if your pet doesn't necessarily enjoy grooming sessions right away, it doesn't mean that they never will. It's up to you, just as their loving provider and caretaker, to think of unique ways that will really just help put them at ease and feel relaxed during grooming sessions at home. The site says that we've got to learn to be calm and, of course, gentle with them. Otherwise, they might move and get nervous, and, of course, offer them praise, maybe even tiny treats, for doing good and for staying still. And of course, look into getting them a slip-proof mat for the tub. That could definitely be helpful. And we should always remember to check inside of our dog's ears, just to make sure that we clean in there too, and make sure that there are no insects and scratches or other concerning things going on in there. It's important to monitor your pup's behavior when it comes to their ears, like, again, scratching or signs of hearing loss, so that you can appropriately address it with their vet. Ask your vet for advice too, when it comes to cleaning your dog's ears, and that way you don't go in too deep or hurt them in another way. And if you're going to use any in-ear cleaning products or outer ear protection as well, just consult with your vet first to make 100% sure that it's safe. And lastly, even though we're on a mission to make sure that our dogs are properly groomed, which of course means staying on top of their bathing routines and brushing, we don't want to bathe them too often. See, as with many things in life, like we mentioned earlier, too much of anything, again, isn't good. So the site recommends that we ask our vet, just how often is enough for your breed of dog and their age, given their known health facts. And of course, the opposite can cause a buildup of bacteria or bugs that are not friendly. So just make sure that your chosen grooming style and routine is good for you and your pet. And if you notice a foul smell coming from your dog during at-home grooming time, then it might be a sign to have the vet look into it just a little bit further, for signs of illness or disease. And as you can tell, grooming your pet at home offers a unique bonding experience like we talked about, but it's unlike one that you'd ever build by sending them to the groomers. So of course, both are pros, both have cons, but definitely take advantage of that opportunity and use it as a chance to really get to know your pup's overall health. This way your pet will be healthy, vibrant, and full of energy so that you two can build so many fun memories together. And speaking of fun memories, how about comic books and collector's items? I mean, those definitely bring us back to our childhood and give us a sense of happy, fun nostalgia, right? Well, we've got to look at a local comic shop that has a ton of those things, and we're giving you a peek into that world right now.
Hey guys, welcome to Kaboom Comics and Collectibles here in McAllen. It's my temple to pop culture that I've built over the last 11 years, and we have a huge selection of comic books, toys, everything pop culture, from old comics to brand new comics to a huge Silver Surfer statue, a Han and Carbonite, action figures, posters. We have it all. And here we have a whole bunch of awesome Batman stuff. We got Christian Bale, Batman, one of the best Batmans, and an awesome Batman symbol. Everything from Batman to G.I. Joe, one of my personal favorites. And something that swept the nation over the last decade is Funko Pops. We have a ton of Funko Pops. These things are so collectible. They go up in value. Basically, if you remember Beanie Babies, they retire these particular ones after a while, and you can't get them anymore, and the price skyrockets. The only difference between Beanie Babies and this is that there's always a new fandom for them to make figures of, so it just keeps growing and growing. So if you're new to collecting figures, maybe you don't know this, the value dramatically decreases without the box or if there's any damage to the box. Sometimes the box is worth more than the actual figure inside, because especially if you're looking at old collectibles like the original Optimus Prime and Transformers, the kids ripped open the box to get to that toy to play with it. So those boxes, especially in good condition, are super rare.
All right, and with that, we'll see you next time on Valley Por Vida.